Understanding Tableau's order of operations. This image depicts how Tableau does tasks. It goes from extract filters to data source filters, context filters, set filters, dimension filters, measured filters, and then table calculation filters. There are fixed level of detail and include, exclude level of detail in here as well. Let's look at some examples of the order of operations. Extract filters are used by clicking Edit in your extract. If I click Edit and I add a filter for region, click OK. I only want north and southeast. Let's click OK again. OK one more time. I'll run my extract and navigate to a sheet. Tableau did the extract filter first. So if I bring region in onto rows, I only get north and southeast. Even if I try to filter, I only have the two options because the extract filter already removed the other two. Instead of extract filters, let's talk about data source filters. On the top right, I can add region as a data source filter. And again, let's choose north and southeast. Click OK and OK. You're going to have almost the exact same effect. When you navigate to a sheet, both of those regions will be the only options. The reason you would use an extract filter first is because of the size of your data. If your data is very large and you're trying to reduce the size at the level of the extract, use an extract filter. If you're set to live or your data is not that big, you can use data source filters. Again, when I navigate to a sheet, I only have two possible regions. For now, we're going to skip over context filters and set filters. We'll come back to that later. Let's add dimension filters and measure filters. In my sheet, a dimension filter is something like region. So if I bring region to filters and choose only southeast, the region is filtered to only southeast. Likewise, I can add sales, a measure, to filter, show it as sum of sales, click apply, OK. That's a measure filter. Let's look at how these are working together. If I add region filter to the right and add the sum of sales filter as well. On sum of sales, I'm going to click only relevant values. Because dimension filters are applied first, my sales filter only has the option of going from 678,000 to 678,000 because that's the only value in the view. Had I changed the region to north as well, I would have a range. If I change this to only relevant values, I can increase the range of sum of sales because the dimension is applied first and the measure is applied second. At the very bottom is table calculation filters. Let's show an example of that. Let's write a calculation for index. Just call it index and type index into the calculation and click apply. OK. Index is a table calculation. I'm going to put it on text. It just puts an index of the rows in the view. It's a table calculation, so it's going to be applied last. If I move a copy of index onto filters, and I only want the first record, not the second, click apply. OK. Only the first record shows. Now the sum of sales still shows a range of 501 to 678 because the index is being applied after sum of sales. Let's talk about set filters, context filters, fixed, include, and exclude next. They're more complex, so let's get started. Let's start by adding state to the view and putting sales on text. Let's sort it highest to lowest. On state, I can add a set filter by dragging it to filters and doing top 10 by sum of sales. Click apply. OK. Let's add a dimension to the filter shelf. Let's add region. So I brought region to the filter shelf, and I'm going to keep only southeast. Click apply. OK. So I'm no longer showing 10 values. I'm only showing 4 values. even though I set to be the top 10 state. If I want it state to be top 10 for each region, I need to push region above state. I can do that by adding it to context. I've added region to context, so it's applied first. After it's filtered down to southeast, it takes the top 10 states. So we have 10 states shown. Remember, context filters are applied before set filters. So to move a dimension filter above a set, you have to add it to context. Let's talk about level of detail. Let's start by building a view with region and sales. I have two regions. I can add a category, and I have, for each region category, the sum of sales. I'm going to write a fixed level of detail calculation. So I'm going to write fixed, so for each region, give me the sum of sales. Click apply, okay. Let's move fixed into the view. And you'll see that north evaluates to 501,000, which is the sum of sales for each category. Now if I move category to the filter shelf and exclude furniture, click apply, okay, I still get 501,000, even though furniture is no longer in the view. Remember, dimension filters are applied after fixed. So I fixed the level of detail at region and calculated the sum. Later, Tableau applied the dimension filter. Again, to move category up to be above the fixed calculation, I can click on category and add to context. So now the fixed total is 337,000. I can write this one other way using exclude instead. Create a calculated field, call this exclude. This time, instead of fixing the calculation, I'm going to exclude category and show the sum of sales. It operates exactly like the fixed. It's going to exclude category and show me the sum for the region in the view. Click apply, okay, and put exclude onto measure values. I get the 337, which is correct. I can remove category from context, and I still get 3 because exclude is after dimension filters in the order of operations. So we go from extract filters to data source filters, context, fixed, set, dimension, include, exclude, measures, then table calcs. Hope this helps.